I'd like to thank Pulse Servers for providing us with test servers that we can run all of our community levels on. If you look in the description below, there should be a coupon code for a discount off of your first month. I'd also like to thank the UTech community for providing us with a EU region server that we can test on as well. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Post Playtest. Today we're doing D.E. Dougie Fresh by Laggy McStab.
Alright.
I'll go A, I guess.
I'll go B.
I'll fuck around in the middle.
B.
Roger that.
Sweet.
Oop.
There is no stopping us.
The last one, eh?
Middle.
Counter-terrorists win. That's how we roll.
Mid is crazy.
Mid is fucking wild.
Let's move. Deploying flashbang.
Some middle.
Think 1A.
That is pristine.
Hey, Ninja, join CT.
Oh, last two there. Try to get to the bomb.
What's this one going A? Last going
Oh, he's in the cubby over here by A.
Let's go.
It's to your right, top hat, I think. Never mind.
He moved up. He was there. It's definitely where he was.
Oh yeah. The best of the best.
Oh, middle is so good for CT. Dear fucking god.
A. The entire map is just 3 choke points and they're all really thin.
Move it.
Yo!
And we get there first.
Flashing middle.
Incendiary out.
1.
Throwing flashbang.
No skill kill. Oh,
To your
multiple
left.
middle.
Bomb A.
Throwing grenade.
Got bomb.
Flashbang.
T.
I am fired up.
It feels fucking scummy using an actual gun.
Roger. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Ready. This is a free fire zone. Smoke. Throwing smoke.
B.
Grenade out. Grenade out. Laying down smoke. Throwing grenade. Deploying flashbang.
One.
Oh, wait, oh man. Oh, wow. Only hit him for third? Hey, Lumos, can you spectate?
Nah, he's in B.
Around
he
B
left
main,
with the
might be
bomb, though.
rotating.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Easy day. You have to jump down. And there's a path on your right there. Yeah, under that balcony.
Ooh.
Throwing flashbang. Bomb has been planted. Defusing the bomb. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
I'll go in now.
Roger. Thanks a lot. Affirmative. Woohoo! I like this! Hoo-yah! Woohoo! I like this! Fire in the hole! Grenade out. Laying down smoke. Throwing smoke. Smoke. Flashbang. Flashbang. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang. Deploying flashbang.
At least one on.
Bomb going A.
Oh, oopsie.
That's how we roll.
T side is gonna be a pain.
Ninja, can you drop me?
Oh yes, T-side will be a bitch for us.
Also, there's 7 now.
Yeah, I said Luminardi can join.
Throwing fire.
Alright. Do we get 7 when we go T side?
Probably. I'll probably have one of them stay T-side. Since it is obviously CT-sided.
Throwing grenade.
Oh,
Nah, how could you tell?
Laggy McStab's on there too. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Fire in the hole.
There are 2 lit as fuck in middle.
Incendiary out. Deploying flashbang. Laying down smoke.
At least one.
Throwing flashbang.
At least one's in cubby.
2B, 2B.
Throwing smoke.
Bombs B.
Laying down smoke. Grenade out.
3B, 3B.
Dope.
Is that all you got? Are you kidding me?
Got bomb.
Terrorists win. All right, all right.
Who needs a silencer, am I right?
Big out with the bang.
Roger. We are lighting them up.
Yeah, I just bought a gun I feel like would be balanced for you.
Let's go earn our pay. Incendiary. Throwing flashbang. Grenade out.
One on.
Counter-terrorists win.
Hey, look. There's 2 people on spec. Y'all can just join a team if you want. What up?
Illuminati.
Yeah, Illuminati, please join T.
Kill myself if you want.
Yeah, please do.
Incendiary.
Oh, my bad.
Low what?
Throwing smoke. Grenade out.
Ooh, great camping. Well, miss camping. Hopping.
He's back of B.
I got him.
Actually, Cheesy Pie, just rejoin and switch to terrorist if Luminari's AFK. It's totally fine to stack at T side.
Throwing grenade.
Metal.
Counter-terrorists win.
And then if Lumen wants to join a team, he can just join CT.
Grab your gear, let's go. Throwing fire. Incendiary out. Fire in the hole. Grenade out. Deploying flashbang. Laying down smoke. Throwing smoke.
T.
Grenade out.
Yeah, maybe we should go 6v8 or something.
Right, they just can't do anything.
Yeah.
All right, pistols only.
Do we get nade?
Luminati, join T side. Like seriously, pistols only.
The stay right here is where we end this.
And nades, I guess if you want nades. Not gonna tell you
Throwing
no.
fire.
One A.
Incendiary out. Throwing flashbang. Deploying flashbang. Flashbang. Smoke.
Oh my god, we can't even lose pistols.
Throwing grenade.
It's fucking miserable.
2 over at 8.
Low. My ping. It's just, I don't know.
I mean,
I get
AG
After
grenades
shot.
if they rush. There's just no way for them to dodge.
Let's do this and get back in time for check. Deploying flashbang.
Whoa, all mid. Or a lot of mid, I should say.
Flashbang. Incendiary. Deploying flashbang. Flashbang. Incendiary out. Throwing flashbang.
Ah, there's one camping in middle. With one.
Grenade out.
Oh Ninja, it's no fun when you use an op.
2 middle. All middle, I think.
Yeah, and they were using guns though.
Going A.
Oh,
He
that's
said
just
open your
rude.
pistol.
I'm not. Okay. What?
Ninja doesn't give a fuck about the balance.
Better grab my pistol.
Oh, come on, dude. It's cheesy pie. Just use your pistol. Don't use your op. He's just a child. That was like a whale man place.
Laying down smoke. Counter-terrorists win.
God damn it. Oh no.
Let's get this done.
You had to pop off, flex on some kids.
Throwing flashbang. Flashbang. Deploying flashbang. Throwing smoke. Throwing fire. Grenade out. Incendiary. Deploying flashbang. Smoke.
No.
2 on B side. They're both tagged.
Terrorists win.
There it is, boys. They got around.
I am fired up. Move. Incendiary out. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang. Smoke. Throwing fire. Laying down smoke. Fire in the hole. Flashbang. Throwing flashbang.
Oh no.
Ist aber gut. Gut Team. No.
Move out. Deploying decoy. Incendiary. Throwing smoke. Deploying flashbang. Throwing grenade. Throwing flashbang. Deploying flashbang. Throwing smoke. Fire in the hole.
They can't come through the.
Laying down smoke. Decoys out. Smoke.
Oh, that's bomb. Okay.
I got it.
I'm trying to bait him out for you. You fucked up, bro.
Let's go. Decoy. Incendiary. Grenade out. Smoke. Grenade out. Throwing grenade. Flashbang. Throwing flashbang. Throwing fire.
No way. 20 HP in middle.
Deploying flashbang. Incendiary out. Incendiary. Deploying flashbang. Counter-terrorists win. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
I think we should just all
Alright.
rush into one side.
Let's go B. A is way too long range.
Okay.
Pick
Rest
us some
B,
dudes.
sick up late.
This is easy. We kill them, and then we go home.
Just don't stop.
Planted. Bomb has been planted.
One flanking.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Diffusing.
Knife the bomb guy.
He is defusing. Ah, I think he got it too.
So close. God damn.
Yeah, he had it right before the music started playing. One cunt hair. Well, that was it. That was our shot, boys, and we fucking missed it.
We can still rush middle. There's a little more space over.
Split A? Yeah, let's go split A.
Throwing smoke. Smoke.
Ah, upper area.
One flanking. T spawn.
Oh, in the smoke.
Oh. This is not good. Help me, please. No.
It's a bit unfair that we're playing 6v7 on T side. Maybe we should just try to find a way to boost out of the map.
I know one. Come here. It's very nice.
God damn.
Oh no.
Guess we gotta smoke middle first. Might wanna take the bomb with you.
Negative.
Alright.
One mid
He's up top.
and one lower.
Can't do fucking shit there. I'm at 2. Pre-fired.
Well, you can get up there. That's
I
why.
can get up everywhere.
Yeah.
How do you get up there?
You start by being a faggot.
Is this another funny meme? Like,
This
we only
this
want the white ones?
this will be a meme level. I guarantee it. Really?
A fucking SSG. God damn it.
Sucks.
Oh no,
I fell
Waldo.
out. Where am I?
Yeah, go ahead and kill
Check this
yourself.
out.
You're not supposed to be there. He's so confused.
How do you get there?
Jump out of the map.
Yeah, he jumped out of the map. Don't do that again. For reals.
One hiding in the middle.
How do you do that though?
Like, what the fuck?
There's a
You
boost.
boost pretty much
Apparently
anywhere.
there's a boost out, yeah.
No.
A lot of jumping noises, so he gets confused.
Alright, we lost a round.
It's just you, so you might as well just kill yourself.
Terrorists win.
Amazing.
Snake. Snake. Snake.
So we can't go middle, because you get fucked
We
in
can't. We
middle.
can't go middle. We can't
Just
go
wait for my
A.
smokes.
We can't go B.
2.
We're running out of options here.
Let's just go out of the map.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
can't go.
I know it's cheating. but-
Disallowed. They're pushing B entrance.
Oh shit.
Oh great! I love it when I turn the corner and immediately you fucking sprays me down.
I'm throwing the flashbang. Flashbang. Activating the bomb. Bomb has been planted.
I'll boost. I'm boosting. Come.
Mid.
Inside.
Does he have a kit? Yeah, he does. Yeah, I fucked up.
Oh no!
That was all my fault.
I want a girl who'll laugh for no one else.
We want Mormon girl?
Shall love the way she puts the makeup on her shelf.
You think you can kill her? You are stupid to think you will win. Yes.
I bought the wrong gun. Oh, I know right. Oh, he's up top.
How the dog got
One
killed?
close.
Smoke.
You push the upper.
I'm throwing a grenade.
Alright, I have bomb. Blind as fuck, but I have bomb.
Mid one.
One pushing B main.
Alright, I'm taking bomb A. Fuck it. Planting A.
This is one a day. Big trust to you.
Rush side, low. Rush
Just
side.
bag at site. One up.
T-spawn.
Don't push. Holy shit, we won a round. It only required teams to be stacked, but we won a round.
Two more.
Playing SG is the new meta on this map for T's, I feel.
It is, because
Yeah.
you have to fucking have a rifle, but you have to do fucking long range.
Yeah, you have to have a scope basically. And scout is just shit.
Mid.
Okay, this game is fucking bullshit. Mid is impossible because of the goddamn tables everywhere. Whoa, nice
What
shot,
the
Ninja.
fuck? Oh shit, dude, it's down to 1v5. What a...
I think last guy was an A.
Okay, okay.
Ah, never mind.
Alright, now ladies. Yeah.
Alright, time for some overtime.
Fucking what's cooler than being cool, dude? Ice cold.
So I hate how the headshot angle on mid, like the table legs blocking your view. It's like you're trying to push up there. You
Mid.
okay, so you're dead.
Oh my god. Oh god. Woo, BBQ'd. They're pushing B.
What? What's happening?
He was to an A with shotgun.
Sorry.
Oh, this is so gay.
Time for
Pushing
the
T-spawn.
overtime.
No, please.
I take my auto. Oh no. Oh.
You got whale man by proxy at least.
Almost a 3k spray down. Very nice.
How was I involved in that kill? Cause I didn't do damage to that guy.
His ally shot him in the back of the skull.
No, but it credited like the assist to me.
I don't know. You might have tagged him.
I
Just
didn't.
know.
I'm looking at my logs right now. There's no damage. I only hit Whaleman that round.
I don't wanna be that guy, be all fucked up by giving them an auto.
Upper. Mid.
It's middle. With the
Where's
B.
this? Oh my god.
No, one is
mid
on
A.
B.
One's mid.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stay mid then. Oh, one's coming connector.
He's right there in front of you.
Got his ass.
Way dwarf.
That connector's awful.
Oh, just terrible. Oh boy.
Alright.
Oh boy, I caught dips.
Ooh-wee.
Don't worry,
This
you.
is gonna be
You'll
fun.
get dibs, well, man.
I'm about to shit on your map and I apologize.
Shit away.
This is about the area where T's have control. It's called T-spawn. It's pretty great. It has a buy zone, which is awesome. If I go A, I have to worry about this angle right here, which they can be fucking here. They can have this ridiculous head peak that you can only pre-fire. That's about the only way you're gonna solve that. And later on in the round, they get this spot, and they also have this deep corner, which is really gay because an easy crossfire. But let's say as a T, you decide to push up on this A site. So this is the first place you want to go. You come over here. You risk getting shot for this fucking dumb area right here. It is useless and pointless, and I hate it. We had like 4 people here. I never wanted to be here ever again. So basically, T's risk everything for basically nothing. But all you can do is smoke off from there, hope they don't spam the smoke, and cross over into sight, which is suicidal and only worked once for this entire game. Besides that, every A take was late round. If you want to take mid, fuck that. You have about 200 angles to check at once. They can be upper, they can be up here on this balcony, which is dumb. They can be over here on this balcony, which is dumb. They can be on these balconies, which is dumb. They can be way the fuck back here, down here, up here, on these boxes. There's no taking mid, there's no battling mid, just give up on mid. So we go B. That's the next fucking option. You have to deal with head angles right away. So my solution was just to say, fuck those guys. And I'm going to smoke and then try to go hard left, hard right. If you go hard left, you get this fucking gay corner, which CTs are probably already in. Waffle had a great kill on me.
Sorry
and he used
about
a
that.
gun. That's about your only way to take B site. CTs can, from fucking B, shoot into A. Well, the A pathway. So I can be holding B and kill someone at A, which is fantastic. We also have this lower bit. It's just too much. CTs have the whole fucking map to play with, and Ts have T-spawn. And fuck, you can't push anything because there's headshot angles everywhere. This needs to stop. This whole, like, I can get mid A long and B long within 3 seconds. That just shouldn't be a thing. Mostly because any CT's flanking is going to wreck your day. T's don't really have any power position to stop them from pushing except for up here. This is it. This is your power position to stop them from pushing from B. You can't stop them from pushing to A because you have to risk getting up to here first. And they can just push on to mid because what am I going to do to stop them? Hide behind these? Yeah, I'm not going to hide behind those. T's need to be able to punish any CTs pushing, and T's need to have a reason to push on this map. You should definitely rethink all of T side. I think I'm done.
Quick, concise, and heartbreaking. Who wants to go next?
I mean, I
Shot,
can go.
shot.
Oh,
I
Go
mean-
ahead, shot, go. Go ahead, shot.
alright, do it up,
thanks.
shot.
Yeah, shouting game. Yeah, like the Wallman has stated, there are certainly things in the map that needs to be like reworked a lot. Let's start with the positive end. I like the aesthetics of the map. It looks really nice. That's really about it, though. I think the problem with the layout itself is the middle. I feel like you can open up some of the areas to get to the B side and A side, and as of right now, the only way for T's to get the mid control is and to take advantage of the mid control is by coming all the way closer down to the CT side. And that's just like I just don't like the fact that CTs have to go all the way up here and challenge everybody in the process in order to make another route into the site. And I think that's the biggest problem. So to fix it, I think opening up more routes in the middle would definitely help, especially like this door area maybe will lead to the B side, or maybe this door area will maybe lead to the A side, or something like that. That should open up more routes. And I also had some kind of visibility issues in middle as a T peeking this angle. It was really hard to spot because CT would blend in easily with the background because this is like a blue wall, so try to work on the visibility in general. I also didn't like the fact that there's so many spots on the map that you can boost up to, and it serves little to no purpose. Like this area, for example, or this area, The only purpose it serves is essentially another place for CTs to get boosted upon, and it just creates another angle for Ts to check. And I think you can just remove these area entirely. I really got annoyed by it. I got killed a couple of times. Even on the A site, like this area, like nobody expect this area to be boostable. And I think these kind of angles should be removed. Just clipped it up. And I also didn't like the fact that this thing is a solid, meaning let's say if there's a CT standing up here, and if I shoot it, it goes through a wall, and because of the fact that there's a chance that I can't kill a guy with one shot with an op, that kind of makes me mad. I'm not sure what to do with that, but just letting you know. I also didn't like, again, these kind of boosts needs to be removed. Also, these rugs should be non-solid because, yeah, this one. There's like an invisible brushes that you have to get welding through. But yeah, the last thing, yeah, also the outside the area, outside the A site, this little room can be utilized a little bit more. This room was literally a camping spot for T's, and there's really nowhere else to go other than just one big. T's had to challenge the guy, opping or maybe peeking an angle of this big crate right here. And I think part of the reason why I think this is so overpowered is because even if T's decide to smoke it, CT can just boost on top of it, here, and still peek on and get an angle of T's getting crossed on top of the smoke, which I found it to be ridiculously overpowered. So maybe make this non-boostable, or maybe just lower this arch right here so that one smoke can fully cover the area. Maybe that will fix the issue. And also, you also need to work on the clip brushes on this crate right here. I got stuck on it really frequently. So yeah, that's really about it. So just basically add another route to the middle, close up most of the area that is boostable. And yeah, that's about it.
Cool. Bakara, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go.
I remembered how to say it this time.
Alright, so Bakara in game. Just spectate me, I guess. Alright. When I first walked around the map, I noticed that these fences look really, really weird and just really out of place, especially here. Not so much here, but still.
So I originally had those replaced with some new Dust 2 assets.
Alright.
But I didn't pack the map in time, so I just recompiled it with some weird fences. Yeah, that's gonna get changed, and it's not gonna be like that.
Yeah, but still, if you also turn on clip brushes, you could even throw the bomb back here, or maybe even through here, and then just break everything, I guess. I like the idea of this back part right here, but I don't think it's that well right now. I'd probably like make this. I guess that's B main right here. So just make this wall half as long, then just have like a second entrance right through here, so you can come out here maybe, I don't know, and then have a second path onto B side, and also have some kind of cover here so that people could maybe even be not seen coming through here. I don't know. That could be a good thing for B, because taking B is really tough in my opinion, because you fight uphill and you only have this one not really that big like door frame, I guess. So yeah. I mean, what I said in the warm-up, you can get out of the level like maybe even in 3 or 5 spots, I don't know. If I were you, just make one giant clip brush above the level, and just, yeah, that would probably fix that. And you wouldn't have to worry about it then anymore. Yeah. On T-spawn, for example, you can get up right here probably, and these No, wait. Yeah. But on all the balconies, you can maybe even boost up and out of the level. So, yeah. On A long, shot was basically like every round right here and wouldn't just get killed. I don't know if he died in like one time or something. And I also did that and it was really effective. Like this angle for CTs is really OP, especially because it's just this one passageway to A and it's so narrow and T's don't have any good cover right here, especially if you're up here. So yeah, I mean, I could counter it as a T, pretty alright, but still, I don't think that should be an angle. Just remove this crate and maybe even these barrels and have people boost up here if they want to, because then nobody would probably be on site or back here in this area. Then people could just maybe even smoke it or just smoke right here and then pass through here and get onto site easily. So yeah, remove this box and these barrels, I guess. But other than that, I think A is a good bomb site, but I don't think that the passageway to A is that great. I'd probably make it so that you come out right here maybe, and then have a second path, like maybe back here and then through some doorway down here. I don't know. Just in general, the bomb sites need one or two more paths to them. I guess just one, but I think you get the point. Yeah, as I said, A long isn't that wide, and therefore hard to push, and especially like these things. I mean, they look alright. I guess they're a bit low quality textures, but they are just like no cover, and I got stuck on them as a T every time probably, so I'd not have them here, to be honest, and really give T's cover in here and maybe even really make it wider, so like it couldn't maybe even be smoked with one smoke for cities. I mean, you have all this room right here, you could just extend it to the left and then it would be fine. Yeah, just play around with that and add some good cover for T's, especially to be hidden from this spot right here. If you leave it as it is, and even if you make it like I suggested, just better covered on A long. In middle, the balconies, all of them are accessible. I don't think that's great for competitive gameplay. While it's maybe fun for casual, I don't think you should keep them. And I would suggest that these shouldn't be climbable, and this down here shouldn't be either, I think. I mean, it's just a dead area, and maybe even remove this area. And yeah, I'd not have this whole upper area, and I mean, the balconies you can keep them, but just flip them and make it obvious that you can't get up there. And it should be better for both sides, I guess, after you did that. And also there's too much clutter on middle. Just all the balcony support beams right here, and then all those tables and chairs. And this one cross, I don't know why that's here, but still really clutters middle and makes it hard to spot cities. And maybe remove these pillars right here and these just to make movement around middle easier for T's. And these and this and this. I mean, you get the idea. Declutter middle and you should be fine. I like the three heights you have on middle. Like this one down here is like half a height, but the main height and then the upper one, I think it's a nice idea, but it's not that well at the moment. So yeah, just declutter middle and see how it plays out. You can watch this angle which was really gay. I got killed from here, and I didn't really feel like that was justified or nice or like anything. You probably will need to extend that building further to here, and then have this entrance more here, and also remove those pillars. Those are just obstructing movement again, in my opinion. I mean, they look nice, obviously, but still, for gameplay, not that great, I believe. And these ones, just, I don't know. If you remove all of those, it wouldn't look that bad anymore, because every balcony only has those 4 pillars then. And one idea I came up for terrorists to be able to more easily maybe even go B and take middle would be some kind of staircase that would lead to this upper area for them. And then they could challenge like cities. So maybe have like some protected path you could go to and then go up here and then into some kind of apartment area, and then you don't have to have that long of an angle maybe. I mean, you could move this to like right here maybe, I don't know. But have some kind of way for terrorists to get onto this upper area. I think that would help the map in general. Yeah, and that's probably all I got. But yeah, I think the map has some nice ideas, but it needs a lot of work to be competitively viable, especially in mid. So yeah, good luck with it. I'm done. Waffle? You did?
Yep. Sorry.
Alright.
Who wants to go next? Anyone?
I can go.
She's good.
One second, I'm uploading my picture. I didn't play too much. I mean, I did, but I don't know. I didn't feel like play too much. I think a lot of the problem is there's too many like headshot angles. Like the entire map is like headshot city. Because there's a lot of like chest high walls everywhere. I think mid is a pretty big offender because it's really hard for C's to actually get any kind of foothold in there. Because there's so many angles that C's can come out of. Like, you can't really get anywhere from, like, because you have to cross through this corridor of like death and shit. But so like you cross here and like you have to face like 5 different angles just to go through. And, like, depending on where you want to go, you still have to fight through like several bits of like the map. So I don't know, maybe like give it free pathway for C's to get up here. Like that'd be the most like direct kind of solution, but might not be elegant or work at all. But like it would give them more of a fighting chance. This one, whatever it's called, deck furniture needs to go, because people always hide behind here. Like when you're in T side, like it's hard to see the heads because they're behind these legs. Like you over here, and there's like some chairs. There's like legs. You have to like. It's worse when you don't have a scope because like it's dark back here. It's basically impossible to. I mean, it's not basically impossible, but like you're gonna have a hard time trying to actually get anything done with that. This is like an awful connector. It's not fun to push down. It's not fun to go down. I mean, it is directly to site. I guess it does fulfill its purpose of being like the spawn, but in anything but like for anything gameplay related, it's just a slog. So maybe make it more angular, or like put some alcove there you can hide in at least, or like a box that you can hide behind. Just something to like actually make it not like it's a suicide fucking area. I don't know. This fence bit, it's really weird. It's not even like made straight. So it has like these really bizarre deep angles. Like I think it would benefit from just being like one like flat wall instead, or like at least like something simpler than this, because it's going like zigzagging all over the place. And yeah, and I feel like, wait, how many paths are even? There's only like one path to each bomb site unless you go through mid, so I think maybe you should kind of alleviate that somehow. Either making mid a lot easier for T's to get through, or I don't know, maybe adding a path that like goes to B or something. Who knows? Well, yeah, I don't have a lot of feedback on that.
That it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. I have a lot of.
It's just like kind of ended. Who's next? 2Kit?
Sure, I don't have much to say though.
Go for it.
I know it's probably temporary, but I don't like this ground texture. Mostly because I could be wrong, but I think it's a wall texture, and it just really bugs me how it's throughout the entire map. But I know it's probably temporary. It's not a big issue. I like these pillars, but I feel like some of them get in the way, especially here. Maybe you can just have this, I don't know, salt wall or something, or just remove them. Back here I didn't really like, because it's very dark. It's very easy for me to just hide way back here, and just let people run past, get past them. You can kind of see through this model because it isn't clipped properly. Or I guess it doesn't have any collision boxes on it. It's a little inconsistent how some made some of the windows and walls you can pass through. Like the model one. But then you're able to jump up here, top of this door model. You still need a boost scout level, but it's a little inconsistent how some of these you can pass through. Besides that, maybe some areas are a bit dark. Like here is, yeah, this isn't too bad, but I found it to be a little dark. I was looking in here, trying to shoot terrorist. Then yeah, just all the little hiding spots, like over here, and the little corner over here. You can even get up here, which I didn't find out until after the game. Besides that, though, I like the theme. I mean, I think chickens would fit well in this theme. And yeah, that's it. I'm done. I can't think of anything else.
Cool. Waldo?
Yeah, boy.
Go for it, my man.
All right, Waldo in game. So I think there's basically a large issue with the layout, and then there's another large issue with the map making in general. So starting with the layout, I think it has been said many times before, but everything is just way too narrow and stacked against terrorists. And I think part of the issue is that you have literally 3 choke points, which are this door, this part of middle, and this pathway. And as you might notice, this thing and also this thing over here are pretty much B tunnels on Dust 2. And then this, you know, judging from all the spots that you can watch this is pretty much as bad as B tunnels on Dust 2. So that's why terrorists really have no choice to do anything on this map other than die. Because, yeah, there are only very few options and they are all terrible. And I think what you need to do is, first of all, you need, I'd say, at least one more choke point. And personally, I think I'd just open up this thing and let people walk all the way through here and just enter B side through this way. And then push out this building a bunch so you have a more play space, because both bomb sites are fairly small. And I think more playable area on the bomb sites would be way better. So just push out this building and make this a path that leads to over here, and you got a second entrance to B side. You might need to play around with the timings and angles and such, but I think that would be a great idea. And then over on A side, if this will remain the only choke point for A side, this needs to be way wider, like at least 50% more, maybe even double that. So you get a chance to actually get through here. Or what you also could do is you got this little camping area that's just really useless right now. But you could open up this door and make it like an apartment entrance to somewhere on A side. Also, I think A side should be larger as well. I would probably just remove this building and make this entire sort of courtyard that you got going on here, like all around here. I would probably make that just A side in general. And then over at the middle, I think, first of all, the connectors leading to the bomb sites are both for CTs only, pretty much. As a terrorist, you don't really get the chance to smoke off CT and then use this to get a second entrance to A side. Because first of all, you pretty much end up where you'd end up as when you go through A main. But also this is all the way over at the CT end of the map. So the connector should probably be more middle-ish and not all the way stacked over to CT. Then also you need to balance out the angles. Like the CTs can peek from here, they can peek from here, they can peek from all the way over this over this upper area. They can jump to the balconies on the other side. It's just a mess. In general, there are too many headshot angles right now. You got pretty much every area of the map got a gay spot. You got a headshot angle right here. You've got this box is a headshot angle if you manage to get up here because there's no clipping for it. But this is a headshot angle. And then this entire area is another headshot angle. So firefights just aren't very fun right now on the map. So you should rework all of this. And yeah, I think that's it for the layout. But you also need to do something about the general map making. I know this is a dev version, and you're probably gonna change a lot of clipping and stuff. And I don't even want to complain about the million ways to get off the map, like here, or you could get out here, or pretty much anywhere else. But first of all, if you're gonna add something to the dev version, it should work. And the fact that all of these door props are solid and you can use them to boost out of the map is just bad. Either make all these doors so you can't use them to boost, or just don't add them at all. And then there's a lot of visibility issues. Like this is basically one of the main angles on middle, and as you can see, there's a bunch of static props in here. There's a bunch of pillars in here that are bangable and too small to give cover, but they're still in there, so they're just additional visual clutter. And there's also these flower pots and stuff. So as a terrorist especially, it's really hard to spot anyone back here because there's so much right in the way where you want to look. You can have these little pillars in the way or in your map in general, but they shouldn't be in any area where you'd have major gunfights, because these will always just be a pain in the ass if you want to fight around them, because they are not cover, but they are visible and in the way of visibility. So in any place where you have to fight around them, like here in middle, I'd remove them or make them much larger and solid so that they actually provide cover and not just block line of sight. Yeah, some areas are just, this is just, I don't know if you've really thought this through, but this is just a really painful spot, like hide all the way over in here. It's so weird. And yeah, but I think that's it for me.
Thanks.
All right, cool 99. Is there anyone else that hasn't gone yet? That would like to go?
Illuminati says he wants to go.
Oh yeah. Do you have a mic button?
Very dutifully.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, go for it, my man.
Illuminati in game. So I'll start with A site, and as many of you might have pointed out, there's this headshot angle. The choke point is too narrow because you can just smoke it off with one smoke, and the terrorists are stuck. And you can also boost on top of this box and get another angle. One weird thing about this map is that there are no clip rushes anywhere at all, except the skybox level. So you can boost up here, you can boost up here, you can do literally everywhere in this map. Up here, all the balconies are open, and it's a pain to check those because you gotta come up like this And there are these fences in here which make visibility much worse. On middle is quite cluttered. Again, there's these benches, and these pillars are a pain to fight around because the movement around these is very, I don't know what to call it, very choppy, I guess. I can never get through these in a like. Look at me. I can never get through these in one straight try. There's all these angles to check. Up on the balconies, there's these deep door angles which you gotta check when you come up here. That's again a pain. Balcony is really overpowered for CTs if they get it. I think you could fix it by opening up the balcony for Ts as well, back here or back there. I don't know how that will play out, but it's up to you. You can watch A from back here. So if a team has got like only one op and everyone else is on eco, you can play B as well as A. From back here, from down here, you can do it from up here without being exposed to any other angle. Keep in mind. So I think that needs to go because that's the only choke point that terrorists have onto A. So they can't even flank around or yeah. B site has no cover whatsoever, and I think that's weird because conventionally you need things to fight around or things to blow up for that matter. This thing has nothing to blow up, and there are no markers to show where I can plant the bomb. I think that's a bit confusing. These railings are, I guess, okay, but they give you a headshot angle to fight around. So I can just hold this angle, crouch, and no one can shoot me. You can also hold this angle from way back in CT. This angle. This spot needs to go. And did you have a plan in mind for this? I think it routed back to back here. Did it have a purpose earlier, or like this seems like an afterthought?
Like other people said, I will probably connect it into tunnels some way so that T's have another option to go into the site from.
Yeah.
I considered extending it through that little fence area, but I think it would be too easily countered by CTs. But I will try it out actually.
Right now the map is too CT sided, so I think you might want to try adding another pathway onto B as well as A, because they only have one pathway. And one major problem up here is that the terrorists have no area that they own as such. They have no map control at the start, so they only have T spawn. They can't hold anywhere. They can't set up anywhere. So the map, the skybox is like non-existent. It's just a box around the map that allows for some smokes, but you gotta have some place to set up for smokes. And right now you have none because you stand here, you can get pushed from mid, you can get pushed from balcony. You stand back here, you can get pushed from B. So I guess you might want to push the spawns forward and add something for the terrorists to stand in, like a room which is not visible from mid at least. Because I've seen a lot of aggression from CTs down here, and it's not easy to fight that. There's a headshot angle here. There's this angle here. This angle is fine, I guess. But yeah, I think you can fix mid by adding a pathway for terrorists onto this balcony. You should try that out, I guess. Then I guess that's it for me.
Cool beans. Ninja, you got anything?
Yeah, a few things. We talked about it yesterday, the wallbang test with the pistol. There are a lot of places you can actually wallbang with a pistol, like on B, and most of the props. I mean, it's not only, what I also want to mention, it's not only that you have headshot angles, it's that you have multiple. Like if I peek this, I get there to watch, get this to watch, and here, which is not a big head glitch, but it is one. Same on B side. You not only got one head glitch angle, you got one here and one there. And what I kind of dislike is that you have nearly no possibilities to smoke. It's very hard to smoke A because, yeah, you basically need to get here to smoke and half of the times you're already dead. And same on B. You have this place, but there's like you have these 2 points and that's it. And middle is just too much to smoke. You need 2 Molotovs for this area and a smoke or 2 for this lower area, which I don't think is that viable. Yeah, that's it.
Neat. Snacksy, you got anything? I know you're on spectator right now.
Yeah, a little. Well, let me just join. Okay, can't apparently.
Here, hang on 1 second. Just keep trying to join a team and you should get on. There you go.
There you go.
All right, go
Okay.
ahead.
I'm pretty new to be honest, but you could maybe take this mid clutter thing and make a balcony like this and just move it under it so it looks nice. And it's an unplayable area, of course, so you don't get distracted when watching it. Someone mentioned the idea to have a staircase over here, which is, in my opinion, really good. This upper section is pretty OP for cities, I guess. There's no risk, just going here and yeah, do your usual stuff. One thing I noticed is I was in T-side and got blocked in spawn. Wanted to cross over to A and was already down to 20 HP because CTs can, yeah, pretty much see you crossing right away, which is a small problem, I guess, easy to fix. Maybe just take this route additionally to A, which leads you here, and maybe something through here so you can actually get better into A. And overall the map needs more space in a lot of areas, so T's can set up and hold angles, wait for pushing CTs. Yeah, I think a lot of things are already mentioned, like going to A, you can just look here, get shot, and basically is a problem that can't really hide anywhere and wait for them to come and push you. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Cool beans. That means it's just me left. Okay, so Earth is round. I accidentally turned God mode off for everyone. I apologize. Anyways. It starts. Oh no. Rubs lotion on its skin. Middle is garbage for terrorists. I'm gonna end up rehashing a lot of things that people have already said. There's too much to watch, quite obviously. Terrorists are constantly faced with a low ground engagement in all situations, except for right here where they engage on basically equal ground, but without cover. So the big issue that I have with this is that it's just the sheer volume of stuff that you have to check. Like every time you expose more geometry, the things that you have to check just keep increasing. So it starts with just, having to check this, and then you have to keep checking along the balcony. And depending on how cheeky they are, maybe they got over here. But maybe they're not being cheeky at all, and they're actually just playing on the ramp or behind here. But you also have to be worried about back here and up here. All while, at the same time, you have to hope that someone's not just sitting here crouching and waiting. And then waiting. And then as soon as you move, they just pop out and get you. Like, it's so unenjoyable to go middle when you're a terrorist. It's completely unviable. So let's put those things aside, assuming you fix that. One of the things that can totally fix most of the issues in middle, to be honest, is to declutter mid with these things. Still keep them, but don't have as many, I guess. Kind of clear it up a little bit. And this is a kind of a headshot. I would say to expose more of whatever player is sitting back here, right? So it's less cover for them. If you just went ahead and got rid of 2 of these little things, kept 1, got rid of 2, kept 1, got rid of 2, so you can see through them, and then you had them everywhere, that would fix a lot of problems, because then you're shooting at a full person instead of just a head, right? Throw nades up there, you could just make them not solid. So that would honestly fix a lot of the problems of the upper area. And then in some spots, you could put maybe something like a piece of sheet metal or plywood that, you know, provides full cover, that's bangable, but, you know, allows them to hide in a certain area, not along the whole balcony. That would fix a lot of the problems with upper. And I would say that that should be done everywhere that you have these. So if you take middle, what do you get? What happens, right? Middle's supposed to be another way into sight, right? A different way into sight. So A side, you end up getting here, but you probably won't get here because you're gonna get killed from back here, because there's still a shit ton of stuff. So assuming you get here, you end up just coming out kind of the same path that you would have gotten if you went down Suicide Row. You're just a little closer, and you still have to fight through the same cover that the CTs had, plus the stuff on site. So the mid connector, honestly, should probably drop you out, I don't know, back here somewhere. But part of the issue is that the A main route is so unviable, and the connector route is so unviable that the only time you go A, the only time we went A is by some miracle that we were like, oh, what? It's 5v2? And the bomb just happens to be closer to A site? Like, that was it. And then we'd go in and plant. There would be no standard take of a site. Because there's only this one path in. There needs to be another route in somewhere. Oh, a little bit of lag. Someone mentioned taking this path and extending it over. I like the idea of that. I don't like using this existing path because I think it's too long if you were to use this existing path. But if you were to take a path from somewhere else, kind of link it up to this spot here, and if this was used for nades, there's some way to nade this site. It could be cool. And if there was maybe a squeaky, like if terrorists could get up here through a squeaky door, from over here, I don't know, that could be cute. Give them another way into sight, right? And you know, at least a way to cause a distraction. If there was a way, because if you opened this up as a squeaky, that would let them at least cause a distraction to the person playing behind these boxes that is holding down the single entrance into sight. All right, so you took mid and you're not going A. So you go to B. So now you have to run under here, which at this point they already know where you are. They already know you've taken mid because people talk. So now you have to come up this, and you have to fight up this hill to where the CTs are probably up here. Like, they're already here because the B site players are here. So you have to fight through them. And as soon as there's a struggle in mid, like, they can pretty safely come over here and then just take you out right here, right? Like, it's just so easy for them to hold that. That's the reason mid is bad, because it's hard to take and it's not worth to take. So at B main, you have this kind of staging area back here, which is cool comes in handy a lot when CTs start to push, which is fine. I'm totally fine for that. Terrorists should very heavily own the terrorist side of the map to discourage pushing. I'm 100% down. Now, the issue is that you have to engage through this small little area, and as Whaleman said, you start to push up, right? You have to fight these two heights of players, and they can be on the left, or the right behind these walls, and if they play it right, it is a headshot angle, right? So as long as they like stay back, it's very difficult to hit someone. And then if they decide to push, how the timings work out, it's so easy to just push up here and then just like wait, right? Because they can't see you if you're right here. And then I heard Whaleman get here, and I was like, boop, 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 and then that was it. Which was gay. Made me feel very bad. The thing that needs to happen here is, again, there needs to be another way into the site that's not through middle. While I'm down and probably thinking about a little bit about Dust 2 at that point, right? B site. Tunnels, that's fine. The difference is that the odds aren't completely stacked against you when you go B site and Dust 2, right? It's not, you're not completely fucked. You're probably gonna lose someone on the way in on that push because of the tunnel length, but it's not impossible. This feels impossible because you're fighting uphill the entire way, and there's really not a lot of options for grenades. So I would consider some sort of different way to get nades into the site and maybe kind of reinvent this entrance a little bit. And if it's possible to, you could probably keep this back wall if you lowered it a little bit, but I would say get rid of this wall in favor of a railing that's see-through, so you can't hide behind it. So basically, when you come into sight now, they have to play back even further to get a headshot angle on this top, and this one they can't hide behind at all. Might make it a little bit easier. You're going to have to play around with it. After you take the site, it is relatively easy to hold because you have all of the options that the CTs just had for the retake. So that's whatever. That's going to end up changing, obviously. Spots like this, we've been so conditioned that spots like this shouldn't exist that you just assume that they don't in this map until you go there, and then you're like, oh, well, that's fucking neat. But I would say to keep with what players are conditioned to know and not allow people in these sorts of things, because it's weird, right? So you'll want to come up with two aesthetics. One for ones that you can't get into, like these. But if you are going to let people fuck around in these ones up here, they should have a different aesthetic, just so people know, I can go into the fucking white railings, but not the gray ones, or something like that. I believe Extra Cheesy Pie mentioned something about giving terrorists the high ground out of this door, or just something. I think that's fucking good. I think that's a good idea. I think it would fix a lot of the problems in middle as well. If it was, you could literally just have, I don't know, there could be a doorway somewhere, but I think that would be worth exploring, personally. It would just probably help refine middle a little bit more. Make it more balanced. I don't know what else I got. I think I touched on everything. Yeah, the main issues are mid is stacked towards CT side. All the sites are stacked towards CT side due to the choke points. And yeah.
Right.
That's basically it. That's the largest flaws in the map, and unfortunately they're giant flaws that you'll just have to fix. But that's all I got.
All right, thanks. I've got a ton of sticky notes here. Oh my god. But yeah, all helpful stuff. I think I'm going to move up first thing is moving up T spawn, just so the choke points are a little more centered towards T side, and they get like more options at B and so on. They can get deeper into A. And that staircase idea into mid is a great idea. Also, flattening B out just a bit so that it's not quite so uphill, and removing a lot of the headshot angles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Realized my mic was on in game at the same time. Baller. All right. Sweet. Later,
Thanks.
boys. And that was DE Fresh by Laggy McStab. If you'd like to have your level playtested, you can do so by going to TopHATwaffle.com/playtesting. Thanks again, and have a good one.